Heather, I got to be honest with you. I see some real problems. I think we need to do twice a week. I think twice a week's the only way to go about this.
Hey, something's burning, something's burning, something's burning.
The Permission to Party World Tour kicks off September 18th in Rockford, Illinois, the 19th in Milwaukee, the 20th in St. Paul, Minnesota, the 21st in Duluth, Minnesota, followed by Eugene, Oregon, September 28th. Avoid scalpers and go to BertBertBert.com to get your lowest ticket price.
I like the painting. Heather and I would like the painting of you in the nude in the front.
Yeah. We did that at
show your balls?
The cabin.
Show your balls.
Well, that's what it says on your board.
What's that? What says show your balls?
I don't know. Heather said show your balls.
No, it says it's like when we were peering through the window because no one was coming to the door. Mm-hmm. It says
we
show
were
your
waiting
balls.
out there forever.
And
then we keyed your tour bus. Oh, sorry about that.
Doop.
You, Bert. I made a big cock
It's
and
not a
balls.
Tesla.
Yeah.
How long have you guys known each other?
Wow. Okay, to be truth, she's a huge star, and I was.
No, it's not. But
we're talking third person.
We always do. But your birthday is the day after mine.
It is.
But
we're Libra girls.
Years
but here's
younger.
the thing. I'm not years younger.
Yes, it's true.
We're all the same. I love her family and I love her mother, and I wish her brother wasn't married because I would marry him. But having said that, this one, I was a place setter on Melrose Place. I would sit there. I was in a wedding scene.
What are you talking about?
I truly was.
You were you.
No, that was the second episode I did. I was me.
I don't remember when you were on.
She's so. Let me tell you about her. She's so cool to everybody on the set. She talks to all these extras, and because they're like, "Oh my God, it's Heather Locklear from Melrose Place." Yeah, they were. I was one of them.
Listen, you have no idea what effect you have on people.
She doesn't.
You have no idea.
As her friend of
Sexy
25
wrist.
years, she has no clue, clueless. And so then I did another one, an episode where I speak, and I'm playing myself essentially. And she comes in. And the whole scene was with Rob Estes. She doesn't remember it, but she walks in and just ad-libs. She's like, cute choker. And I remember thinking, that wasn't in the script. She likes my choker. So
I don't think we were rolling.
We were.
Oh.
And it's actually in the thing. Somebody sent us a clip, and then I'll send it back and forth to her. And she's like, oh, yeah, I don't remember that. But it was fun. Yeah. So
I
I've
do
known her
remember.
for 25 years.
Okay.
Wow. So wait, I've known you for
20.
I was 2000 was when I was on that show. So 25 years.
Yep.
But I met you.
So basically, we've known each other.
Yeah, through each
25
other.
years.
I'm so happy for your success. I truly
Yeah, it's
am. Do
great.
I look like I'm from North Korea today? Hello, what are you making me chop, motherfucker?
Are your dogs here or are they?
I hope.
That's
I'm
horrible.
starving.
Speaking of, we are doing a Korean recipe today.
Boy, Choi.
Look
What
at
perfect
how
timing.
you talk. We just talk about
Yeah.
He's
We
amazing.
really?
Yeah, I love him.
He introduced me to
Jalapenos.
kimchi. He introduced me to all the
love
Korean
kimchi.
food. Maybe my favorite flavor dynamic in the world. And we are doing a Korean chowder with fried kimchi butter with tofu. All very healthy.
And no hot peppers.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
no jalapeno.
and no alcohol.
Okay, you don't drink.
No, do you drink?
Well, I no, not really anymore. Doesn't
I don't.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you can drink. We don't care.
I'm trying not
we
to drink in
love-
the mornings.
We don't care.
That's all I used to drink is in the morning.
Yeah, I mean.
Wait,
that
for
was
real?
The best time.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I started making, this is when I knew I had an alcohol problem. I started making French 75s on Sundays. And
What's a French 75?
Oh, it's Kate Moss's favorite drink, and it's the only reason I made it. I saw
Then
her.
you do a little cocaine.
I love, and a little Coke on the side. But
I wish I could control Coke. Like, I wish I was like, you ever see like
Well, you
British
can't
people?
just do fentanyl.
like Brit, no, yeah, right? And then no cooking show because we're dead.
Yeah.
But Kate Moss, even when she's a mess, I always say, we'll send photos and we're like, look at her, she's a mess and she's so hot. Like, only Kate Moss can do the line of blow and then show up at a fabulous event
And fall over.
tipsy all the way and fall over and nobody cares.
No one cares.
But I was watching a show and they said, what's your favorite tipple? What's your favorite tipple? Which is a drink. And she said, oh, I quite like a French 75.
Well, what is it already?
All right. So it's champagne with a little bit of like a what's that big hearty
Beer?
No.
Cognac?
You could put cognac or you can put one of those heavy duty drinks on top. Gin. I like gin on mine. Or you can put vodka, but I like gin.
Martinis?
No. So you put mostly champagne and then that much gin. I was just by measure. And then you squeeze a lemon and you put a sugar cube in And dear God, it is the most refreshing. And then Sunday brunches turned into Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday, Thursday and Friday. I was like, I've got to make a salad with this. And so it became a daily thing.
I want one of those so bad right now.
Oh my God, I can make you one.
She came up to me.
Make you one.
I want one right now so bad, but I'm trying not to drink in the mornings.
Oh, okay.
Is it morning
Is it
still?
morning? Yeah.
I just worked out. But my problem is I do these shows and the second someone comes in, we start drinking and then it goes all night long. And then I wake up the next morning and I'm like, did I get an IV last night? And so
You did? What's
I did
that?
get an IV, yeah.
Holy shit, do they work?
Yeah,
I've heard about these.
they're awesome.
Wait, what kind of IV?
Like vitamins and stuff where people are hungover. They do it in Vegas. They have
Feel
trucks.
so good.
Tell me, I want it.
I'll tell you who turned me on to them
have
hardcore.
to have a drink first.
Is Chappelle.
Dave Chappelle?
Chappelle gets them.
You know Dave Chappelle.
Yeah.
Goat. Goat.
No, he
Goat. Even though you're hilarious, but come on, goat.
Dave Chappelle's the best.
I saw him one time in New York City. I was there to do Howard Stern, and I was walking down the stairs, and at the Four Seasons, he's at the desk, and we're all dressed up to go out, and he turns around, and he looks at me, and I just said, is Wayne Brady gonna have to choke a bitch? No, I didn't say that. I just said, oh my God, Dave Chappelle. And he's, oh God, I had nothing to say, because like I was in awe of him, like I am with Howard Stern.
He's like a great white shark.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm terrified.
Like, have you ever seen a great white shark in person?
No.
I have, a couple of times.
Off.
I swear to God.
You did not go in a, you did a cave dive?
I've been in a cage. I've been in a cage. I've been out of the water with great white sharks. Out of the cage, out of the cage, out of the cage.
Okay, you
so,
understand.
hang on. You're the reason I did it.
I'm obsessed
You
with
ready
it.
for this? One day, you get waxed over at Pink Cheeks.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's where
yeah,
they do
I
the-
remember that, yeah.
And I said, I just was like, all women should be clean down there, no hair whatsoever. And you go, you have no idea how much it hurts. And I said, I'll do it.
No, it
and you
doesn't.
said, bullshit.
Yes.
And you said, I'll set you up with my lady at Pink Cheeks.
And he did. He
And
did.
I got a full Brazilian wax at Pink Cheeks.
Yes.
It got Talk Soup Clip of the Year. And it was because
They
of
did-
you.
They did his balls.
They did my asshole. They did my asshole.
The whole nine.
It's all
He was all
fine.
smooth like a baby.
And
Did you know? Did you get to touch?
No, but he did it for our show.
I showed her everything. And then
Should every man do that?
it is
It's
so
lovely.
painful.
Oh, it's not.
Your farts sound so loud because you have no hair to muffle them. It just goes. I think that's why women
That
don't
is
fart
not
as thin. They
nice.
know they'll make a noise.
Yeah, they hold
But
them in.
because of that show, because of that thing,
Yeah.
we did a clip on the X show called Hurt Bert. I then got a TV show called Hurt Bert. And
Great
it was
white.
because of you telling me to get my ass waxed.
She needs a percentage now.
And
you know what?
it died pretty quick.
What?
Yeah.
But great whites, they're the scariest
They're-
thing ever. Like I'm obsessed, and I don't know why people go in the waters in Australia or North Africa or even here for that matter, off of the big ones up north.
Oh,
that's where they
it's
all
amazing.
are.
It's amazing.
No.
It's one of the most
No.
religious experiences I've ever had in my entire life. And I've done it probably 8 times.
Not outside the cage.
I did once outside the cage on Hurt
Why?
Bert because they were
Why?
blue sharks. We didn't know there was a great white. And so we get out of the cage and we're like playing with these blue sharks. They're like frat boys. And then all of a sudden they take off. And this guy, John Manley was his name, he grabs my arm and he goes, don't move. And we see a shadow darting with intention.
I'm peeing my pants right
it was
now. Listen,
terrifying.
I saw Shark Attack live on.
Did you not move, or did
I
you?
got out of the water immediately, and I had the best cheeseburger I've ever had. I think of that cheeseburger. This Mexican woman had just a flat iron. She cooked the best breakfast burrito and the best cheeseburger
So you were
I've
like,
ever
oh,
had.
you forgot about the great white right
I
away.
came out with a cheeseburger. I was like, John, get out of the water. These cheeseburgers are crazy.
Well, the great whites are. I can't believe you. That freaks me out a little bit because I'm
Oh.
obsessed with them. I'm obsessed with. I saw a guy get eaten on TikTok live. It was shit you not. There's guys fishing in Australia over a pier, and I'm like, whoa.
Oh.
And there was a guy snorkeling. I'm like, what the f- are you doing? And he was a biologist, a marine biologist, snorkeling, and in a cove where the guys are fishing. And guess what? Great white. And then all of a sudden the guy's camera flicks to live and he goes, it's a shark attack. And you see the attack, and then you see half of his, I saw it before it was pixelated. His body is floating with his head, no bottom half, and everyone's like, no, and the shark came back. How about the boy from Russia visiting, I think it was, I forget, but he got eaten by a shark in front of his father. And his last words were, Papa, and you saw the shark come up and get his head. I've watched every clip. Yeah, he was in,
I want to be in your algorithm.
yeah, it's all bear attacks and shark attacks, mostly. You know what they say? Bear, be brown, sit down, black. Yeah.
Not poo-poo.
I loved it.
Brown, sit down, and black, stay back. White, good night, because polar bears look at us as food. No, it's a fact. I have bear facts.
I hope there's one person watching this that in the future
That will
gets
learn.
attacked by a polar bear, and he's like, "Oh, Brown, sit down. Black, get back. White, good."
Good night.
It's
That
true,
is-
though. But it's very true. And
I fought a bear on that show.
what?
That hurt Bert. I fought a bear.
Good Lord.
Was
you've
it
done
black,
all of
brown,
my-
or white? Well, you're still here.
Brown, get down. Brown, get down is what he did. He sat on my face.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, he sat on my
Bert!
face. Yeah.
Did he have, was he kimchi clean?
He was not clean. I got teabagged by a bear.
Oh, my God. They say their breath is like, it's so, like grizzly bears are so really scary.
I wish I could do the bit. Listen, I've done it before. Every people have heard it. The way you train a bear is they put a marshmallow in your mouth, and then you give him the marshmallow, and he takes it out of your mouth with his mouth. And that's what I realized. Bears seldomly, if not never, brush their teeth. And it was like making out with a homeless person.
Ew. Wow.
Just over and over again.
What? This smells really good. So I'm
This
just
is,
asking.
I am putting in peppers, another pepper, onions, garlic. This is ginger shoots, and then I'm gonna let this all kind of marinate, and then I'm gonna throw in this chili sauce. I'm gonna toast it, and then some
Toast
cream
it?
and some, toast it in the,
So you know how to make this without looking at.
without looking at the book. Yeah, Roy would come over in the mornings when I was making breakfast for my kids and just watch over my shoulder and be like,
that's-
hold on. And he'd just put stuff in.
Oh, wow.
And you'd be like, what's that? And he's like, kimchi. Put it in your breakfast burrito. It's amazing. I love kimchi.
I love kimchi.
I've never had it.
Oh, it's
Here,
delicious.
try it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, try it. This is kimchi.
Yeah,
Kimchi.
oopsie.
Do you know how they make it? You want me to tell you how they make it before or after?
I don't want to know, period.
I don't think I want to know at
Oh,
all.
I'll throw up.
Other than that-
bury
No.
it. They bury
fucking
it.
talk to me, guys, shut up!
No. Write it down, and when we
Go.
leave, we'll look. Isn't that yummy?
It's hot.
How about some water?
You know what? Mel says.
Oh, do you guys want some
you need
waters?
this.
Why? Because it cleans me out.
It's all good. It's good for your gut.
Good for your gut. I like that. It's a little.
It is good.
something's
It's a
burning.
prebiotic.
It's Jillian's
Yes.
gut. Oh, it is.
It's a prebiotic or probiotic. I can't remember which one.
Is this the water? You know, I got this. Hugh
What
Hefner's son, and it's brilliant. Somebody came up with this. They said nobody wants to drink water. They want to drink like what looks like a beer.
Yeah.
And so they invented this, and it's just water, but it looks like a beer, and they made a lot of money. I forget who he said it was. But Hugh Hefner's son told me that.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank
he's
you.
no, thank you.
No, thank you.
Can I tell you? I get stuck on the fact.
Yeah.
What was Aaron's spelling like?
Very kind. Very nice.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Do you watch? I know.
You loved her. What did he called you? His
Lucky penny.
lucky penny.
Pennies aren't worth shit. I can attest to that.
No, she can polish a turd. I mean, she walks on a show. It's like kabam, thank you.
Oh, I'm
Ratings
like,
go up.
I think Taco Bell can actually polish a penny.
No, but think about what he put her
Sauce.
on. He put her. What was your
Oh,
first?
stop. It's enough. Okay.
No,
what were you
no.
asking?
The whole reason is to talk about you.
Yeah.
To celebrate
no,
you.
No,
Yeah.
no.
No, you got.
I don't
You
like that.
did. You got on Dynasty. I mean, you know what's crazy is my daughters will
So
never
soundbite.
understand what television used to
Right,
be.
right, true. Yeah.
When like 24 million people tuned in.
Yeah.
I know, crazy.
With 3 networks. Mm-hmm. 3.
And that weird Channel 11.
Oh my God, that's it. Yeah, and Fox was brand new actually. Remember, it was Joan Rivers. They gave her a late night. Cox put them on the map. But you were over at ABC, like sparkling and dazzling with the ratings. Fox was not
Are you
anything
eating?
yet.
Wait, are you good at auditioning?
No.
Really?
No, but I'm good at like walking and talking. That I'm not good at that either. Just meeting.
Ad-libbing, I guess, or just meeting.
No, or just
being
meeting. I'm
normal.
Yeah, better in person, just
Yeah.
talking and.
Yeah.
Then they go, oh, we'd like you to read now, and I go, oh.
I'm so bad at auditioning.
Yeah.
That I did one audition where as I auditioned, I kind of walked out the door. I was like, this isn't going well.
I would, after I didn't care about the audition, and I was just so nervous that after I'd leave, I would go get a shot of tequila.
For
didn't
real?
care. Yep. I didn't care. I didn't care if I got it or not. I was just a mess.
But did you have to audition a lot? Like, I mean, you did. Okay.
Yeah, always.
'Cause yeah.
For real?
Yeah.
I know,
Like
isn't that
for
crazy?
Melrose Place?
No.
No. Well, that was Aaron Spelling.
Oh, that was also Aaron Spelling.
Yeah.
For Dynasty, Sammy Joe?
Yes, yes.
I wonder who else did you go up against?
I think I went up against what's her name? She's on the Housewives, or she was.
Not Lisa Rinna?
Terry Thatcher?
I did.
Oh.
No, that was for something else, but I did go.
Sure. Oh, yeah, that housewife show.
Something
okay.
with her.
Is that her name?
Yeah. Hatcher. Terry Hatcher.
Terry Hatcher, but no, that was
Margaret Thatcher.
Margaret Thatcher.
Yeah.
She won. She got the part.
Yes. Bloody hell, but they didn't want an accent in the show.
Okay, there's a Kyle,
Yeah.
and then there's her blonde sister, and
Kim.
then there's the
Oh, Kathy
Hilton.
Kathy Hilton?
Kathy
I
Hilton.
know Kathy Hilton.
Yeah.
Wait, Kathy Hilton?
love her.
I'm pretty sure that was her. Yeah.
That's crazy. Well, Kyle did act, and so did Kim. Escape from Witch Mountain. Great 70s show. But yeah, your kids, it's like Ava, her daughter, hasn't really seen anything, right? Like, does she see?
But she's been in stuff.
Yeah.
When she was younger.
Yeah.
This show is sponsored by DraftKings basketball fans. It's win or go home time. The NBA Conference Championships are here, and the intensity is off the charts. Every possession matters, and there's still time to get in on the action with my partners at DraftKings Sportsbook. Here's the deal. New customers can bet just $5, and if your bet wins, you will score $300 in bonus bets. That's right. Pick your side, place your bet, and get ready to cash in. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now. Sign up using code BURNING. The crown is yours. Did you hear that? Stay in on the action and use your $300 in bonus bets on DraftKings same-game parlays for a shot at even bigger payouts. Combine multiple bets together from the same game. Love the thrill of live betting? DraftKings got you covered. Bet live on in-progress games right as they happen, making watching the game that much more exciting. And if that is the understatement of life, watching the game when you're betting on the game and live betting on the game makes it so much more exciting. I can't even tell you how many times I've done that with DraftKings. Here's what you want to do. If you want to do like I do, download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now. New customers, use my promo code BURNING and bet just $5 on any wager and get $300 in bonus bets if your bet wins. That is promo code BURNING only at DraftKings Sportsbook.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly on behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort in Kansas. 21 and over. Age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. For additional terms and responsible gaming resources, see DKNG.co/audio.
Make this your best season yet with nutritious 2-minute meals from Factor. Eating well has never been this easy. Just heat up, enjoy, and give you more time to do the stuff you want to do. Get outside instead of prepping and cooking indoors. Your Factor meals arrive fresh and ready to eat, perfect for any active lifestyle. With 45 weekly menu options, you can pick gourmet meals that fit your goals. I choose from a keto Protein Plus, but you can get Calorie Smart and more. Factor powers your day with satisfying breakfasts also, on-the-go lunches also, premium dinners also, guilt-free snacks and desserts. They've got everything, and it's easy to savor more this spring. Factor meals pack in the flavor with none of the fuss. It is so nice to open your refrigerator door and go, I'm hungry, and not look at ingredients and just look exactly at the meal you're going to have. What was the one I had the other day? It was Protein Plus. I think it was like a Mexican. All I know is I put a fried egg on top of it, and it was out of this world. Get started at factormeals.com/BERT50OFF and use code BERT50OFF to get 50% off plus free shipping on your first box. That's code BERT50OFF at factormeals.com/BERT50OFF for 50% off plus free shipping.
But
It's kind of crazy that like my kids. So I met Heather at an airport. Did you hear the story of me telling it?
No. Tell me. Did she
Yes.
say,
No,
I don't remember?
I did hear it.
I'm at the airport. We're at JSX, so it's like, and I'll tell you exactly how I remember it. But I just remember seeing really beautiful wrists and hands,
It's the
and
weirdest thing.
going like,
What's that attached to?
no, but you can
Right,
tell.
isn't that
There's
weird?
certain things. There's certain
Wow, really
things
great.
about a
don't
woman where you go,
Yeah.
There's something
Like cankles.
There's yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's weird for some.
And
but-
so I go, nice baggage, nice luggage.
And then?
a put together outfit, beautiful blonde hair, little side boob. And I went, and I went, whoa. I go, who is that? And then I notice everyone behind is staring at her. And by the way, they know me. Like I fly
was
through their
staring
lot.
at you.
And then she leaves and I go, holy shit. Was that Heather Locklear? And he goes, she looks amazing. I go, the guy behind, I go, I know, holy shit. So then I have an obsession about celebrity. I don't know what it is. I'm just honest about it. Like if I see a celebrity, I get blown out of the water. Someone that I've known from my whole entire life, a sex symbol my entire life is in the same room I'm in.
And did you say anything?
I just walked up, I went, you're an absolute legend. And then she said, no, you're an absolute legend. And I went, and then I just went down, I sat next to Peter, I go, Heather Locklear knows who the fuck I am. I mean, it was like crazy.
You
That
didn't
is
see
so
me
her.
peeking. I was like,
Oh, and then this is my favorite part, and this never gets the laugh it deserves, in my opinion. This is my favorite part, and I need every guy to pay attention. Now, you can be attractive. That happens to a lot of women. You can be cool, but to be funny, that's what sets you apart.
Yep.
Heather Locklear walks up to the thing. We're in those planes. There's 13 rows.
oh yeah.
And she goes, wait, where do you find the chair, the number? And I go, oh, they're down here. I go, what row are you? I'm in seat 11. There's only 2 seats behind me. And she goes, 37F. And I started laughing so hard.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is,
Yeah.
are you kidding?
Yes.
Can I tell you my first thought, and I hope you don't get offended by this?
Stupid ass.
I go, there's no way Tommy Lee appreciated that personality.
He did not.
Okay, I was like, I know Tommy Lee, and I know sometimes things go past him.
How could, yeah.
And I was
she's-
like, I hope Richie Sambora got her personality.
He did not either.
That's what
Neither
makes
one
her
of them.
legend, because she's so funny. And I remember
Yes.
she went on Howard Stern one time.
Oh shit.
And
Here we go.
No, but
Is this
you were
down the throat?
You were,
Down
yes,
my mouth?
and the stuff that comes out of her mouth, which literally she said on the air, because Howard was like, "Isn't Tommy like, oh, he's so hung?" And she's like, "Yeah." I'm not going to say what she said on the air, but it was hilarious.
What did she say?
Oh, that it came out of her mouth, and it was so big it came out of her mouth. And so we would always get in trouble, but she's so much fun.
That was like,
When we first started hanging out, all I did was like really hanging out. She was maybe doing rehab and I was doing chemo. And we were down the
Can't
street.
imagine.
I was in Tarzana and she was down the street from me, and we're like, we should go on a walk. That was our big thing. Yeah, we gotta walk. We'll start walking. We never walked. A year of talking to each other on text. Yeah, we should do that walk one day. We never did. But I started hanging out with her, and I've never laughed so hard in my life. I said, this girl's insanely funny.
yeah.
And-
well, that's the thing is like,
It's a
I had a boot on. Das Boot.
Das Boot! Yes, you had. And she had some boot thing on, and I would say Das Boot, and then I would draw it. And it was always in that.
The
then
left
I drew
foot.
William Shatner with a gut, and she goes, "He didn't have a gut." It was going over his pants. Yeah. Anyway.
William Shatner's a wild one.
Yeah.
Oh
I
my
get a
gosh.
kick out of that guy. He made me cry one time.
How?
Purposely?
Oh, no. He asked me, I was auditioning for a role.
Oh,
He goes, can you cry? I said, yeah, of course. He goes, can I see it? And I went, you want me to cry right now? He was like, if you can. And I was like, yeah, I think I can.
Challenge accepted.
And I started crying, and then I started laughing. I was trying to get into this character. I can cry really quick. And I cried. I started crying, and then I started giggling because I was so surreal that I'm standing in front of sitting in front of William Shatner with a statue of a horse, his favorite horse, over his shoulder, and I started giggling. And then he goes, oh, I like it. And then I started giggling harder, and he's like, this is great. His wife was producing the movie with him. He was like, can you do this in front of my wife? And I was like, I don't know if I can do it again, buddy. I'm pretty tapped out. But yeah.
Didn't you work on 2 shows with Shatner?
No, I just worked on one on TJ Hooker.
TJ Hooker.
I did Boston Legal. with
Boston
him.
Legal, yeah. He was the.
Wait, you were on Boston Legal?
Not all, like 3 episodes.
Yeah, 3
or something.
episodes. Spin City.
With Michael.
I mean, Jesus.
and Charlie.
Melrose Place.
What was your favorite one? If heaven is, you get to live in one of your jobs and work that job for the rest of your life.
Saturday Night Live. Oh. Got to walk through the double doors, and it was when Everyone Great was on it. It was the end of '94.
Unlike now where they just put racist comedians. Just kidding, Shane.
Sorry,
Sorry, hold on. It's lemongrass.
is that what that is?
Yeah, I don't really get it, but
I don't know. You have to pound it. It's very
There you go.
delicious.
Yeah.
Turn the heat down and let it simmer for like 10 minutes.
Oh, that really looks. And is that a soup? Is it?
That is a chowder. So it's
A
going to thicken up a
chowder.
little bit. We're going to put some tofu in there. I was going to do fish, but I'm like,
Ew,
so done with
stinky.
fish. It's so stinky. And so I was going to throw all this in there, and then I'll start making my kimchi butter. My kimchi butter is going to be,
Kimchi butter. This is insane. Now, are you one of those people, do you eat while you cook and then you're not hungry when everybody else is eating?
Do you know what's so funny? I obviously I drink a lot, but if I'm cooking, I don't drink that much. So a lot of times when I go to my friends' houses, I'll start cooking and I'll notice I haven't had a glass of wine and I don't want one, I don't think about it. So, but I also don't eat while I cook, I just kind of cook,
Yeah, that was my thing, drinking wine while cooking.
But
That
you
was
never,
like
hang on. You never had a drinking problem at all?
No, you didn't.
You know what it was when my life went off the rails? When she saved me, by the way, and I'm going to tell that story.
No, you're not telling, and it's boring now.
No, I want to hear this.
You will hear
So
it.
You understand? You
I don't
understand?
care. She hates talking about herself. And if
No,
you
that's not true.
She's like, but you're the furthest thing from.
Yeah, but
like
no,
she
no, no, don't tell that
deflates
story.
everything when people
No,
like
that's
put her
not
up,
right.
and she
That's
like
not
says
true.
something funny to kind of bring it back down. But
not
anywho,
true.
my life fell apart. Apparently, I owed the IRS $1.2 million, and that was my house basically of 23 years that I
one-
loved in Tarzana.
Well, you were there forever.
Forever. And I made it, I finally got it into my dream home, and then my money manager told me at that point it was $750. But with the IRS fees, it got to $1.2 million. Long story. Then I got cancer. Well, the divorce was a good
What kind
thing.
of cancer did you get?
Titty.
Ooh.
They're gone. I was bald. It was a shit show. And I'm raising 2 kids on my own, no support whatsoever. Okay. I mean, money-wise, like it's all me. So this one.
Wait, you're telling me that? I kind of.
Yeah,
no.
Don't even go
This
there.
support.
Yeah.
Yeah. The support.
Wait, are those boobs?
No, they made boobs out of my own body. These are mine now, but they put implants in after that. I had to go through chemo and I had lymph. It's boring. But the point is that I was bald. I looked like Uncle Fester. I was green. And this one, I was losing everything in my life. And I was like, oh my God, I have nothing. Because everything I had went to either the IRS or the other bills. I had no idea I was in this kind of trouble. I was with this guy for 20 years and I'm like, what the f? Why didn't you tell me at 10 grand? Like, you got to get on track. Now I'm lost my life. I was like, so I needed 30 to start over, to at least, get going again with the kids. And she gave me 30 grand. She's like, and I'm like, just like nothing. She goes, oh, let me call my guy. 30 grand in my bank account. No, I'm not kidding. I could cry right now. She's such a good person.
Okay, that's stupid. Don't cry.
Okay.
I mean, that's
I'm gonna cry on purpose. Where's William Shatner? I gave my close up William.
Can I ask you?
That's awesome.
The most up question?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, of course.
So now you've been beautiful your entire life.
Now I'm fugly.
No, you're beautiful. You're
Gorgeous.
always beautiful.
even prettier.
Oh, I
No.
gained 100 pounds, but I'm losing it now.
No, you're gorgeous. But when you lose your hair, and you're
Yeah.
going through cancer,
Yeah.
and you look in the mirror
Yeah.
and you don't recognize
For sure.
Jillian.
Yeah.
What's worse, being ugly for the first time or losing your house?
Oh God, losing my house.
Really?
Yeah.
Because you're like, I'm bringing it back.
Well, I
I'll grow
didn't-
this hair out.
you know, I
I'm going to
didn't-
look hot again.
Because my kids
And
were
look.
9 and 11, and I was like, I don't give a about tits. I don't,
Yeah.
whatever. And get rid of them. I was very aggressive. And then as far as the hair, it grows back. It grew
Yeah.
back better. And I think when you start to look sick, it's not when your hair falls out, it's when your eyebrows and eyelashes go, because you're like, oh, and everything. I'm already like a landing. I mean, I'm not even that. I'm hardwood floors, but I would take a bath and it'd be like a baby. Like your calluses come, everything comes off, and it's kind of like, oh, this is beautiful. So I embraced it a little too much. I started drinking quite heavily during that time, and they're like, oh yeah, you're not supposed to drink when you're doing chemo. I'm like, got it, totally won't. And then after chemo, they're like, is your husband here to pick you up? I go, absolutely. I get in my car, drive home. I was
Yeah.
and I did a radio show every day, bald, didn't give a because I wanted to live for my kids. I don't care if people thought I looked a certain way, looked good. I didn't feel a responsibility to keep up that image. I didn't give flying.
Really?
No.
And listen to
Yeah.
Leanne.
Thank you, Leanne.
By the way, Leanne put on makeup. Because you guys were coming over. I was
Looks
gonna
very
say,
nice.
She like
Lovely looking
She
woman.
was like, I'm with the big dogs today.
She's beautiful anyways.
how fun was rehab?
Oh, which one?
Which one? Wait, how many times have you been to rehab?
Actually, I met some really great people that I'm still friends with.
Really?
Yeah, and one of them actually had to go back and said, "Oh, Heather, don't go back, don't go back." I go, I'm not going back.
It's like skydiving. It's more fun the first time.
Yes, yeah, and you learn, and then if you go the second time, which I have, and you go, oh, I know this shit. Okay, just give it the time, be helpful to other people, and
she is.
yeah.
But you've been to how many times have you been to rehab? Twice?
3.
3.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, okay. This is awesome. I fantasize about rehab.
It's oh my God.
Why getting away and not having like just
I
working
can't.
on yourself?
I'm pull up my calendar right now. And
I know, right?
I'm trying to find a place to not drink. I own a vodka company, so that's kind of makes
Right.
it tough.
That's not great.
But like it just shows up every day, and I'm going
Yeah.
like, how do I not?
Yeah.
Like, and I don't, my thing is I don't want to let people down.
Yeah.
Like
Yes,
this is
and
very
they want to
easy
go,
for me.
yoo-hoo, aha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm terrified of flying, so I drink on planes.
Yeah, well,
And that's
the end is Xanax, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I hate flying. And it happened when I started working with John Phillips, my radio co-host. His boyfriend is a pilot, and he said to me, every time I step on a plane, I think about how it's gonna crash. And I go, what?
Oh.
And then that got in my head. I was like 50 when he told me, 52. You know what? I started drinking heavily when all of that happened, getting back to. And then I was like, well, I'm gonna drink, like Ozzy Osbourne said, like a gentleman. But it's kind of, it's either all in or all out. But I can't lie. I've absolutely had wine, but not like, I will never go back to those days. Those were dark fucking days.
I don't think like everyone goes, Heather Locklear, we get it. Like, wow, what a no one's gonna cry at your funeral. They're gonna go, that's how you do life.
Yeah, I always say,
that's
if
what
it's
you
today,
want
the
at your
end.
funeral. I cried at my grandmother's funeral, and my dad goes, buddy, she's 87. She lived a great life. This is what you want.
Yeah.
But your life,
can cry
your
'cause-
life is incredible. Also, at a time in media, I was there to witness you take
something.
over media to change.
Yeah.
Be a part of the change of NFL.
Yeah, that was
you
so much fun.
And Howie and
JB.
Terry and JB, and that was and I was there witnessing it.
Wasn't that a great
It was
show?
so
Jimmy
cool.
Johnson and Chris Collinsworth and Troy Aikman, it's insane. And
But
boy,
you
when
were-
we were on the road, it was crazy.
You were just a rocket ship, and there was no stopping you, and you were like.
You know
I
what's
remember-
crazy? Tell me what you remember.
I remember saying to you casually, God, you got so much stuff, da, 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 like, and then you just casually go, I'm an amazing ice skater too. And I went, what the Just randomly, you're like, I'm an amazing, and then they did, so you think you can skate?
Yeah.
And I was like, I guarantee you Jillian's on this shit.
And I lost to Christy, what's her name? Vampire killer.
Christy McNichols?
From family, we are going way back in the 70s now. Gen X. No, Christy
Swanson.
Yeah, she was not nice to me either on that show. I was like, you won. Can we get back to her funeral?
Yes, please.
Oh, we can't,
So
because this was
I want to
making
just tell
me
you
cry,
something.
actually,
No, I
what
was
you're
making
saying
me
about
cry.
her.
Can I make?
No,
Let's all cry.
You're already making me cry.
No,
You don't need to try
I'm going to
again.
make you cry right now, though. But I don't know if I should mention. But
Probably not.
You think not?
I don't know what you're going to say.
Her dad
Probably
was
not
a
if you say
Marine.
that.
Her
Oh.
dad was a Marine, and I love her dad. Oh my God, I'm gonna cry. And her mom, I love. And so he spent, I think, how long was he at your house?
Couple months, I think.
Anyway, getting to see him on the daily, was so incredible because he's 95. What a man.
94.
94.
Couple
And she
months
corrects me
before.
all the time. It's so annoying. Yeah,
And my mom goes,
yeah.
I'm
Are
talking.
your parents still alive?
My dad died June 1st, a year ago. Almost
really?
a year, yeah.
95?
94.
Oh,
For
shit.
God's sake, you people.
That's how the
And
internet works. We just change history.
He was almost 95.
Marine and just a great man. Her mother is so stupidly pretty that I showed a picture to my son and I go, guess how old she is? He goes, I don't know, 45? I go, she's 90, 91 maybe? And he's like, no, it's her mother. That's what her mother is so good looking. It's stupid.
I'm talking.
That's what she does to me. She goes like this. She'll go, Heather, shh. And now I'm the youngest daughter in that family.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm an
I
honorary
was the baby,
Locklear.
but this one shows up.
The name Locklear, if you heard it at camp, you'd be like, I want to meet that girl. It's just the name.
Well,
name.
and then you put Heather in
when
front of it?
When we were kids, we didn't have the internet.
Yeah.
If you got
Yes.
a hot chick name, you ready for this? This name blew me away. 3rd grade, Katie Glenn.
Okay, I don't get
I
that.
don't
And she
understand.
lived up to it. She was gorgeous to this day. Married to one of my good friends.
Really?
Still beautiful.
I knew
Wow.
an April May, and she was so hot.
April May.
April, May. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
That's cool.
April May. But I was thinking about your life too, and there's so many sections of life. Like she had the Tommy era, then you had, which by the way was the best. Can you tell the Tommy story when your dad
Please.
was? It's the funniest story ever. When her dad first met Tommy,
Oh, chinga, chinga, chinga.
and he had all the jingle jangles on.
Oh, the master bedroom was upstairs. My dad comes down, and I have 2 sisters, and they're wild. I'm not. And Tommy comes down, and he's got all these bangles on, and like a couple tattoos in the hair. And my dad goes, "Who does that belong to?"
And Heather's like, me. The sweet one. Like my mother always tells me, Heather never gave me any trouble. Like I love when your mom talks about you. She's like, Heather was such a good child. And I'm like, even in her teen years, she goes, oh, absolutely. And I was like, I was a hellion. She was not. And I love that about you, that both your parents got to experience, or your dad, you know what I mean? Get to experience that you were a good kid.
I'm still
I was always running
You're still
away.
good.
Yeah, you are. Very good person. Were you a hellion as a teenager?
No, I don't think. I gotta be honest, I don't think my parents, this sounds weird, but I don't think they paid that much attention to me.
So they don't really know you?
I could argue that.
Okay.
I can say that my dad doesn't get me.
Oh, wow.
No, I don't remember much. Like, I remember my mom just being a tad bit distant. That sounds horrible to say, but like, you know, this is a woman that wanted to be a singer and had talent to be a singer. And just in that generation, they were like, no, you're gonna be a teacher.
Teacher or nurse.
Yeah, and so she was like, okay.
Secretary, yeah.
And so I remember my dad ran marathons, so he was running and he was coaching me. We all had a great relationship, but I just don't remember like,
Love it, hugs.
I don't remember the talking the way we talk to our kids, you know?
Right.
I think it's different. There's a whole thing on TikTok right now where you go, parents are saying to their kids, what are the things that our parents said to us? You know, my mother's was, sit down before I knock you down. Or like, you know how those sayings?
I did
like,
not hear that ever.
Oh, they'll say like,
Where do I come from?
you know, like the 60s and 70s parents would say,
yeah.
and then they ask their kids to finish it, and the kids don't know how to. And I can't remember what the sayings are, but we grew up with them, and it was just kind of normal for us. For me, Gen X.
I talked about it in my special, but like my dad was like, do not cry. If I see, and I remember, like, especially in baseball, like I get emotional playing baseball.
Yeah, there's no crying in baseball.
And man, I'd come in the dugout and he'd be like, hey, I better not see you fucking cry. Don't be a bitch. Do not, you suck that up. You suck that up right now. My whole life. And then this dude cries nonstop now.
And then
You
giggles.
do or your dad?
My dad,
your dad.
me. My dad cries. My dad, you can get my dad cried here at doing a podcast the other day. Oh, if you just ask him about his dad, gosh.
Really?
Oh, it's all pent up. He held on to it for so long because he had to, and he couldn't share it with anyone because no one would, you know. And then all of a sudden one day, he got a little older, had some heart problems, and he realized life is finite for real.
Yeah,
and
right.
And man, if you bring up World War II, I can do. When we did the podcast with him, and I just casually brought up his dad, and I was like, here it comes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he's.
When you say pent up things that he was not ever to say,
Yeah.
chef, yes, chef.
That's a good one.
But this one still gets that oil anyway. Say that again. Pent up.
Yeah, what was he pent up about? Like he didn't have a good relationship with his
If I couldn't cry in the
Imagine
80s,
him.
he couldn't cry. He lost his dad when he was 13. Oh, wow. And like, I mean, just like,
Yeah.
and then he just had to be like, okay, just figure it out. You got school.
Stoic
like,
and
yeah,
very...
so he had to hold that shit in for
And now he just lets
years.
it all out. I think
All
there's
the
something
time.
about that. When you age, you could just, I don't know.
I think there's something about that bruise and that needle that goes in there.
Yeah, I want one of
that
those
I'm so
injections.
fascinated.
It's so good.
They do
Can
that-
I say?
Can you have it
Can I
being
say this?
sober?
Can I say this?
Yeah, no.
If you had discovered IVs the way I had discovered them, you might still be drinking.
Yeah, that's what everyone
Okay,
says
good.
because you feel great the next day.
You feel amazing,
I have a
and
question.
it's reparative to all your organs. It's everything.
But I can do that just because.
Well, you can just also do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I have a question. How do you get it? Do you have to have a doctor come and do the?
Oh, no.
We could get Nurse Mel to do it. Why don't we do that? And it's all vitamins. Do you know they have traveling ones in Vegas? They travel around in a truck.
Wait,
No.
let's hear him.
No.
Oh.
No. This
sorry.
is.
No, we wanna hear this,
Jillian is
Is that
what
right?
I hear when I'm trying to go to sleep. I pivot on topics so quick. That is
did
how
I
my
just
brain
pivot?
works. You go, we can get that. We should get it. Hang on. I do that.
Yes.
I do
Oh,
that
shit.
crazy.
That is part.
Is that ADHD? Is that ADD? I don't want to self-diagnose, but is it?
I think it is.
I do too. How long does the IV take?
I get 2 bags.
Holy crap.
I get 2 bags and an NAD shot, intramuscular.
Oh yeah, I've had that.
I want
I've
it's
had
like
the NAD through that way.
Yes.
I'm
And-
ready to puke. I'm like, "Whoa, pull it back, pull it back.
I feel like you're having a heart attack.
Yeah, I'm like, "Whoa."
So you could do an NAD shot, but aren't they super expensive or something?
No.
I do the pills.
She doesn't charge me.
Okay. Well, you know,
Wait, what was that whisper?
no, we have this nurse. She's amazing. We're going to do a podcast with her. She's going to do all
Why
of
don't
it.
you guys have a podcast?
We're
doing that.
doing one.
Are you really?
Well, I went on Army Hammer's show with Heather.
I know.
And he said, why don't you, afterwards, it was Jerry, his producer, said, would you guys do a podcast for us? And I said, yeah.
Do it without money in sight, because
Yeah.
if it's fun for you, you'll
Then it
really
doesn't
enjoy
matter.
it.
Yeah,
I agree.
exactly.
I mean, we all started this not knowing we could make money doing it.
Yeah.
Like, when we started these back, Jesus, I don't know how freaking long ago.
Were you always cooking?
No, I just started doing this because media was changing and we didn't really understand it. And I was like, I've always wanted to do a cooking show.
Yeah.
And for me, I thought it was a better way to do a podcast. When I do a podcast, I don't really listen.
Yeah.
I don't.
Me either.
I watch. I'm a watcher.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm a.
You don't hear.
Oh,
I'm
no.
already on to the next question. I hate that about me.
No, I don't listen when I'm doing a podcast. Like
Yeah.
when I don't
He
listen
hasn't
at
heard
all.
anything we've said so far. Is basically what.
No,
he
I
said.
totally have.
Yeah.
I
Which is
listen, but I
great.
listen when I cook because I'm doing something.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
it
Okay.
makes
So I'm
sense.
distracted, so then I'll listen.
Right. Huh. I think you have a little ADHD too, don't you think? We both
No.
do? Oh.
What are you
I
talking
think-
about?
No, I just think that we move on from
If you want.
subjects. You can keep.
No, I
want-
bring you
want-
back. I bring you back.
Oh.
Don't forget.
You might have ADHD.
Yeah, for sure. I mean,
Oh, you just diagnosed
But
me.
it's
I
not
did.
bad, but it's
Thank
not
you,
bad.
Dr. Locklear.
It's
no,
not
I
bad.
don't really care if I do. I mean, I kind of.
Oh, I'd rather have that than
then autistic.
AIDS.
AIDS, yeah, AIDS.
I mean, I'm not comparing. Holy shit,
Look at
that's
that
a big
packed.
fridge.
Well, it's also packed.
Oh, yeah.
What a great fridge.
Oh my god, that's why I like going to her house. She has food.
Oh
it's so
my
much
God,
fun.
yeah.
My kids, I like her
Do you
pantry.
cook?
Oh, not really.
Only in the bedroom. You know, my kids went over there, and Ruby went in her pantry.
How do you know
and
that?
it's an L, and it's an L shape.
wait,
and
hold
my
on.
son was like, "Oh my God, Mom!" And I'm like, "I know you could
Oh,
shop
the pantry?
in her pantry." Yes,
I know.
My
Yeah.
son was obsessed because there's like a little area of all sweets. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, everything.
Oh, when my nephew comes over here, or my niece, they like are blown away.
Right?
Oh.
Just that refrigerator made me all hot and
Like it's
bothered.
insane. I'm a foodie. I'm a
This
big foodie.
and this,
So what is?
that's kimchi sauce. And these are onions, scallions and onions. And this is our kimchi butter.
That he chopped it up very finely. I did watch that.
Yeah,
Yeah. That's the butter.
yeah. Do you guys play pickleball?
Oh my God! If
We
I hear
can.
that word one more time, why? Why is everybody into pickleballs?
Because they think
It's good for your brain, eye coordination, it's good for your brain.
Yeah.
Any kind
Have
of
you
paddle
played?
sport. I can.
I don't even know what
I
it
haven't
is.
done it yet,
All I've
but-
heard about though.
It's all
you
I've heard
play?
about. We play during the pandemic. We would
Wow. So it's been around for a while.
during the pandemic.
For
We
years
played
and
a
years
lot.
and years, even before the pandemic.
Yeah, it's been around for a while, but right now it's so hot because basically
It's easier. You don't have to run as much.
And the entry. So with most sports, the entry to competitive is the shorter you can make that distance, the more you can get people to play it. It's like people don't get into golf because they think, well, I'm not going to be good, and it's going to take so long for me to get good. But then disc golf, you can get pretty good pretty quick, and everyone's like, oh, I can do that. Tennis is like a real sport. It is tough. And to be good at it, it takes years.
So
But
pickleball's not just sport?
you can be good by the weekend.
Oh.
Yes, you're like, bro,
Okay.
that's easy.
Okay.
Are we playing that?
No.
Yeah. What's,
no.
Jesus! You scared me because I don't even know how to play. I was like, do
I
we
thought
get
we got to
uniforms?
play.
What's happening?
Okay.
No.
She's up for it. I know her.
Stace, when's
Totally
this
up
going?
for it.
What is that?
Soy sauce?
Yeah.
Oh,
Online?
this is like look at all
Yeah,
this
so
stuff.
this, now I got confused. This and this can go in now.
Okay, great.
And then boom, boom, boom.
Okay.
Is that
Put
lemon?
it all in there.
Is that lemon?
This is soy sauce. This is lime.
lime. Okay. Ooh,
Spruce it
gosh.
up, little carrot bits.
Wow.
And then we've got
Tofu.
tofu. I remember I've tried to get into tofu so many times. And every time I'm like,
Why?
yeah, why?
I like too soft or rubbery.
Yeah.
Either way works.
Is that cabbage?
Cabbage.
Now, doesn't tofu take on whatever you put with like garlic with it? It'll be garlic. I don't. Is it just sort of a thing that
It's like high school girlfriend. It takes on whatever the prominent sound is.
whatever you put in, it's what it is. Okay.
It's like how many girlfriends have you lost to a dude who just were like, now I'm this person, and you're like, God. But guys do it too. Like if you guys are pretty strong personalities, you had to be with strong personalities, or that guy would just disappear.
It's so funny you say that.
Interesting.
The ball player was not as strong a personality.
When you
number
met
two,
him,
though,
when you met
Jesus.
him, he was a professional athlete.
Yeah, and he had that mindset, but
With a great f***ing last name.
Yeah, I know. Jimmy Kimmel told me not to take the other one's name, and the other one would have a shit fit if I didn't take his name. So I took the name, and then
All I'm
Jimmy
doing is trying to
Kimmel.
think of the joke.
Jimmy Kimmel was like,
"You're
"You're so stupid. You got to keep Barberie because
that
that's
would
how people
sound
know
weird,
you."
Jillian Corolla.
Touche.
Very good. But you know what's interesting about, you think we're very strong personalities, but I think we're like pushovers
You know you-
at home. Yeah, no, we like, she's so easygoing and giving. You're so giving.
You kept Locklear.
Yeah, but I
yeah.
already added, like, tacked on those at the end.
You tapped on? Were you?
Tacked on them.
You would?
Yeah.
Wait, were you Heather Locklear Lee?
Yeah.
No way. And then you dropped the Lee. You were Heather Locklear Samosa?
Sambora.
Samora?
Sambora.
Sorry.
A samosa.
But I never, that was only for, like,
Yeah.
for passports and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
But
what
I when Tommy, like, after 3 months of meeting, he'd go, guess what's going on? And he put, bah, it's Heather, and he's putting that on. So I go, okay.
3 months.
I'll put 3 months.
Tommy doesn't seem like a guy who sits with a decision for a long time.
Oh, yeah, no. So that's there. So I get a little TL on my ass, knowing full well I could put a C.
Do you still have TL on your ass?
Yeah, TL, but I would add a C when the time, so it'd be TLC. You didn't get a C. You tell me you didn't. Tell me you didn't.
Say?
Oh, yeah. I got the C, dude.
Funny.
We're done.
Do you see, when you're raising a daughter, do you see mistakes you made and you try to get in front of them, or you go, oh, you got to make these mistakes?
You have such
My
a good
daughter,
relationship. Oh, God,
she
she's so
did,
straight-edge.
she was just did nothing wrong.
Really?
I'm like, I'm sorry. The teen years, she was great. Yeah, I don't know. Don't know what to
Yeah.
say.
Oh, that's awesome.
And she's
Yeah.
lovely now. She's like the loveliest girl. And she reminds me of my daughter because
Yeah,
my daughter
they're really
hasn't given me
sweet.
any trouble. And
Just
I
lucky.
like my mother yelled at me my whole life. And I've really never yelled at Ruby.
But you didn't have to.
That's true. That is a good point. I was a hellion. Yes.
You had to be wild.
She sure was.
And you're
What I
Canadian,
hear.
so
I was
like
wild.
So like, there's no fear of anything.
Exactly, except for great white sharks and bears. But no, and people say that's irrational, but I'm like, that's my fear. F off. Like, Brad
What do you mean
Pitt.
it's irrational?
Well, it's like, why are you afraid of sharks? And I'm like, F you. Like, Brad Pitt's terrified of great whites. I was like, I finally found somebody. And also,
He's also terrified of Angelina
Yeah.
Jolie.
these days, yeah.
She would terrify me.
Yeah, she's intimidating.
Who's the most intimidating celebrity you've ever met? Where you're just like, oh, I wasn't myself. I was broken. I was different.
Well, I mean, Dave Chappelle was kind of weird. I was like, you're Dave Chappelle. And then I walked away and he was like, you f***ing weirdo. I think, and Howard Stern. because
Howard Stern would be a tough one.
I love Howard, and so and Howard loves this one. And so I remember one time you were going on Howard and you're like, I don't know, it was Lisa Ashley. She's
Me?
like, yeah.
Oh, okay.
And you were flying out that night. So I got you a pair of Frankie B's, a bunch of them, and you put on, I think, the plaid ones with a jean vest, and Howard went crazy when you walked in. He's like, what are these pants? You're like, I don't know. And then it came up Frankie B. And he goes, what are these Frankie B's? Everybody's wearing Frankie B's, but man, they don't wear them like you. Like she had like the zipper on Frankie B's was literally an inch. Remember
Wait,
that?
hang on. I remember these pants.
Yeah.
Didn't you have a friend that made these pants?
Yes,
Yes.
Daniela. Very good memory. She
Jillian,
was
I remember
hot.
being like, I remember looking at those pants.
Yeah,
I was like,
they were stupid.
they were like, your belly button was here. And maybe I shouldn't have
Oh
done
dear,
that.
here.
Thank you.
Yeah, those pants were insane.
That was I don't like what's happening with jeans now. It's like,
They're all
like
hot,
Those
right?
big barrel things. I
barrel
go, they're
things.
not cute.
Yeah. I look at my daughter and her
Ridiculous.
friends. I'm like, guys,
Yeah.
what are you?
That's what they're doing.
they're not
What is that?
This is,
Stinky.
this
Tofu?
is, yeah, it's tofu
In
Flour?
And flour.
and egg and flour. I'm just toasting
I have
it
a
up.
question because of
Shoot.
my breast cancer. I can't have any soy, and I think tofu has a lot of soy, so I'll eat everything outside of the soy. Is that right?
Yeah, they
Actually,
asked, didn't
no,
they
I think
ask what you
I think you're
have in
being. I actually heard that tofu causes breast cancer.
Are you serious?
I swear to God, I've never with soy.
No, listen to this. You're gonna die. I went to my oncologist, like when I saw her last, you get infusions every 6 months or whatever. And I said, what's the worst enemy for me to eat? I go, sugar.
Put it right in front of her.
She goes, no, not sugar, soy. Soy is like kryptonite. And I was like, oh, well, I don't even think I eat anything with soy. And she's like, yeah, for
Soybeans.
breast cancer, that's the worse than sugar. Yes, she said that.
So it gives men breasts.
Titty cancer. Men can get titty cancer. I know, I'm not gonna.
I don't.
I'm gonna just have the sauce and
Jesus Christ, why don't I just get rid of the soy? We'll make fish.
Why don't you just give me cancer
Well, I don't want to
again?
give her cancer now.
She's
Everyone
fine.
cuts back and they're like,
You want my cancer to come back? It's obvious, Bert. Okay. You know, if it does, it comes back as stage 4. And God bless Shannon Doherty. She died of it. Came back to her brain. Do you know if breast cancer comes back, it'll go to your brain, your bones, or your liver, most likely. And when you die, they say you still die of breast cancer. That's not fascinating.
that's kind of bullshit.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
Well, I think
I'm like,
they
why
say
don't
It's
they
like when you get a
brain
DUI
cancer?
on pills.
It is kind of like that.
Yeah, and you're like, that wasn't a DUI.
Come on.
Shannon, I said, well, wait, why did they say she died of breast cancer? She died of brain cancer. And then my oncologist informed me, no. Once it goes to other places, as stage 4, they will always recognize it as, like, look, he puts it right in front of you. Why
That's
don't you
what
just give
I
me a
already
big
said
dose of
that.
C?
I
Well,
said, but-
I don't want to give everyone cancer.
Well,
Just you.
Let's just do
certainly doing a good
this.
job.
Let's, because we want to try this. Why don't we fry up some small pieces of fish?
Oh,
and
you have that
Yeah,
too?
yeah, of course.
That's
yeah,
for
yeah.
you.
Okay, but you're going to do the
Stinky
tofu.
fish. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I love fish. What kind? Great white? What kind of fish you got there, Bert?
I don't know. I have no idea.
I like halibut. I like cod.
I think it's cod.
Oh, if you
cod is
you do
good.
beer batter up in Canada, they do a beer battered fish with
Yeah.
like cod. It's really
Right, I'm going
good.
to do one more because I want to try the.
You could have told him earlier.
I didn't know what soy. It just came to me now. You know, I didn't even know what kind of breast cancer I had for years.
It's good. I mean,
I
there's
just
like.
said chop them off.
What,
Now I know.
Did you discover it? Or did they do it in a mammogram?
Mammogram. Yeah.
I saw a mammogram one time.
I saw my cancer. She goes, you want to see what cancer looks like? I go, yeah, on the sonogram, Dr. Memzik. So she shows me my left boob, how it looks, and then she goes over to the right one. And I swear to all of you, it looked like my breast had 100 crabs inside of it. Now, they weren't moving, but I did look in the mirror a week before my mammogram, and my nipple it had a shadow. And I go, what the is that? And it was inverted.
Shadow?
Yeah, it was inverted. And I go, that's weird. It's because the cancer was pulling it.
Ew.
How crazy is that? But I
That's
didn't worry.
wild.
Yeah.
I didn't worry because, you know, you just got to take care of it. And you do.
Oh. Yeah.
I suppose
I'd be
so.
one of those people that, like
would you
just
freak
put
out?
it off. Oh,
That's
no.
what she did.
Dude, no one wants to.
Oh, I did.
Did you put it off?
For a year, yeah. And then Lisa Ashley was like, no, you're coming this year because I was the bartender at those.
For real?
Yeah, I used to be, of course. I'd be drunk by noon. I would make everybody French 75s. And we had big mammogram parties.
By the way, if you just tuned in, that is not just her bringing older people to a party and having people make out with 75s. Just like, thank you, Margaret.
Thanks a lot, Herb. That was delightful. No. That
hurt.
Did you burn?
Yeah, I just burned myself.
I saw.
Reese. Oh, dear. Oh, I see the fish. That's exciting.
Here, we're gonna do little slices of this fish.
Now, Heather, you aren't a big fish eater?
No, I'll eat that one.
Yeah. And the tofu?
I'll have a little of both.
Okay. Because look how tiny she is. She's like, when I was organizing her closet, and she had jeans from size 26 down to size 23, and I hauled up the size 23, and I said, are we gonna be Amanda Woodward again? Like, we should get rid of these. And she's like, and I swear to God, those are the pants that you're
These are
wearing
not.
today.
These are
All right.
not. No,
Wow.
those went to my housekeeper.
Those are 25s.
And we tried to give them to your daughter.
Yeah,
I think they were
you're
too
about
baggy on
Ruby
her.
size right now.
Wait, hang on. Do you keep a lot of shit?
Yes.
Are you serious?
So annoying. Well, I thought I wanted to give a lot of them to Ava, some stuff, because I used to get my wardrobe with the shows that I'm on and keep the wardrobe. Then I had a lovely housekeeper that stole like $200,000 worth. And Ava goes,
250,000, right?
something like
For
that.
housekeeper.
And she goes,
$250,000?
worth of stuff, yeah.
Yep.
And so Ava goes, Mommy, I don't care.
Yeah.
It's just stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know what is real and what's not real anymore.
Have you been to a shrink ever?
Oh yeah, we're in couples therapy.
Oh, okay. Well,
And
that's
I'm
healthy.
smoking her.
That's healthy.
How many have I won?
Wait,
Ian?
it's not a competition.
How many have I
Well,
won?
100% is competition.
Oh my God.
Yeah, 100%.
No.
100%.
Wait, is it a female therapist or a male?
Oh, female. I'm not going with some dude.
There we go.
Where all she does is wear a drop-down shirt and she wins,
Leanne,
no doubt.
I'm so
Oh, yeah.
sorry, Leanne. I'm very sorry.
What sucks about you, like if you go to therapy or you go to therapy,
No, her.
you gotta get a chick.
Oh, I've had
Why?
2 men and 2 women.
Let me explain something to you.
Okay.
Say I'm a therapist, which means I probably wasn't good with girls, right?
Okay.
Right.
Wait, I went to a dude one with Tommy,
Okay.
and I went to a girl one with Richie.
Did you win?
No, but the girl one was backstage at his shows. I'm like, I don't think that's okay.
That's so up.
I go, I think that's wrong.
Yes, it is wrong. Oh my God.
Hi, Heather. Where's the beers at?
Right. Woohoo! Woohoo!
So that proves your point. That's
Well, no. You can't go. So if I'm a dude, right, and I'm a therapist, I wasn't cool in high school or in college. I studied, right? Okay. And then all of a sudden, Heather Locklear walks into my office,
You already told
and I
us.
get an hour of her telling secrets.
Oh no, I'm with the guy.
You're gonna
the husband.
Oh, still. I'd be like, you're gonna have problems
of all-
until I'm done hanging out with Heather Locklear.
Oh, so you would never she would be a lifelong
I'd be like,
client.
Heather, I gotta be honest with you. I see some real problems. I think we need to do twice a week. I think twice a week's the only way to go about this. I can't imagine. I'm just gonna fry these.
Right.
I can't
Do
imagine.
it. We don't need all that.
I can't imagine ever. I said that to a female therapist of mine one time. She wasn't that attractive, and I was a lot more attractive than her.
Okay.
And I said to her, I said, "Are you attracted to me?" And she goes, "What does that matter?" And I said, "Well, it matters because if you're attracted to me, then every time I come in here, you're excited to see me. And I kind of want a chick hotter than me to be doing my therapy.
My God, the way your brain works.
That's the reason I should be in therapy."
Absolutely.
Leanne snitched on me and told our therapist that I was counting who won and lost.
Yes, good.
And
Right.
you should have seen the look on her face.
What?
She was like, I said, "Listen, if I'm going to keep doing this, I got to make it fun for me.
Oh my God.
I'm not going to just roll in and hang out in your back house."
How long have you guys been married?
21 years.
I thought she said 40.
Oh my God, a long 21 feels like 41 for Leanne. Yeah,
I would. I could
I mean-
never be married to me.
yeah, that would be tough. I could never be married to anybody. I think once you get, but you like love. I
love being
I'm done
married.
with that bullshit. I don't believe in it.
You don't believe in it?
I mean, for other people, yes, not for this girl.
For other people?
Yep, I believe there's love. Listen, you have to have an open mind, an open heart, and that's what she has. Mine, 10 years ago, went like this. It just shut down, and I'm done. And I give all my energy to my kids. And
What about when they go away?
then you?
Do I get the energy?
Yeah,
Okay, good.
I'm
Then
moving
you
into
get
your
all of
house.
it.
Yeah, I'm gonna move into the apartment upstairs. What are we talking about?
Where's finally? In the doghouse.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
I've said this and I mean this. If something happened to Leanne, God forbid,
Oh my God.
Don't even
I wouldn't try to
get married.
I wouldn't get married. I just don't want to do the legwork to like all the inside
What have you
jokes
been?
and like
Yeah, what's going-
all of a
It
sudden I
is
got to
pretty
explain
great.
everything.
How many
Right.
brothers you have?
Like I just got a new assistant and I'm like, this is
It's
gonna be
a
tough.
lot.
I can't
I
even
hear
find a
that.
good nickname for her.
Yeah. So, are you guys empty nesters? Like, what's?
Oh
going
yeah.
on? Okay.
Oh yeah.
Like I always wondered how hard, because my daughter's 17, and Heather's such a good, what do you call it, advice giver, because like what the empty nesting and also like the parenting, and she's very good with the divorcing, because she'll tell me,
Should
don't do
be.
this, don't do that. No, but it's very good advice. I don't take it, but it's good advice. I should. But are you gonna freak out when you're empty
Smaller
nesters?
bowls. Yeah.
Because I
and then
never
put 'em on
saw,
this.
you didn't really freak out.
Oh, yes, I did.
You think that's better?
Yeah. Did you cry all the time?
I love
No,
being an
I
empty
just
nester.
drank a lot.
Yeah, see, that's what I think I'll be doing. In the bottle, crying.
I think
You're gonna love it?
we're doing it right now.
Oh, really?
Because they're 18 and
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're 18 and here.
So
let's
does
just-
that mean they're in, like, they're gone?
both in college? Yeah.
Oh my God, that's expensive, right?
I don't know. Do you think I have ever looked at a checkbook?
Oh, Leanne, yeah, you've got a Leanne.
Oh,
So lucky to have a Leanne.
you ready for this? Oh my God, this looks good.
it sure did.
There is tofu in here.
Yeah, I'll take
so
it
just
out.
Either take it out or try to.
Yeah, no,
try to pull it
I'll
out.
take it out of
You're
my
gonna
bowl.
find
It's no
that
big
tofu
deal.
in there?
Huh?
You're gonna find that tofu in there?
Yep.
Okay.
I'll find it.
Ooh,
It looks
ooh.
very good.
It's easy.
Does.
It looks very good. And there's no cheese in it, right?
No.
That's interesting. It's still thick and nice. No, I like cheese.
Okay.
I like thick and nice.
I'm burning my hand. I have the
are
burner
ouch.
on. I'm like burning my hand.
Oh my
Why
God.
is the bottom of my hand hot?
That should show you that you have the burner on too long.
Yes. I'm gonna put this off to the side because I'm not sure. I'm gonna put a little bit.
That looks good.
This
Does
is.
look
I'm
good.
gonna put it
Yeah.
just a little bit right
Yes,
there.
yes, that
Yeah.
looks good.
Like, would I put that on the? Would you put that on my fish, or would you put that on Heather's soy?
I would put that on everything.
Okay,
Do
that
you
looks
love?
good.
You love that butter? It's
I
called
love
butter.
kimchi butter.
Kimchi butter.
And then here we'll put some on your
Oh,
on your
please.
fish.
Thank you. This is like
And
this is our
then-
meal for the day.
And then here we're gonna do some beauty. Oh, also.
Beauty
So do you
pictures?
like spicy or not spicy?
I like a tiny little bit of
Tiny
spice.
bit.
Okay, let's go with this.
Okay.
This
What
is
is that? Yeah.
this is a sauce that goes on it. This one's yours, right? No, this one's yours. Wait, it doesn't matter,
They're
right?
kind of the same, I think.
Okay. Well, here I'll give you this one.
Okay.
I'll give you this one.
Okay.
It's a little bit of spice, and then I'm going spicy because I want to see what spicy feels like.
Oh, is that really spicy?
I don't know. I have no control issues. I'm out of control.
Does
so
that mean like you?
I
Do you
can't-
dissociate from yourself?
100%.
Oh my God, that's crazy.
Put some scallions.
Dissociate. Like, do you?
This isn't
cilantro?
scallions. This is cilantro.
Cilantro. Oh, the scallions are gone, I think.
Oh, right here.
Like, do you think late at night? Do you think of everything you said during the day?
Yeah.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Me too.
Oh, this is what's wrong with me. If I feel dead air. I sat in a car with a dude who I was in college with, and he said, "Tell me something I don't know." And I said, "I lost my virginity to your sister." And he went, I didn't need to know that." And I was like, "I'm sorry." And he had heard the story of me losing my virginity. He goes, "That was my sister?" And I was like,
Oh
"Yeah."
wait, you doing a stand-up?
No, it was like before you could tell a viral story, I had the worst experience losing my virginity.
And then he finds out it's his sister, and he's like, "That's who you were talking about, my sister."
Yeah, and I was like, oh my God. I was like, I really wish I could take that moment back. Here, if you would like some of these in yours, this is yours.
What is that?
And if you do not like this recipe,
this
remember,
scallion?
it's Roy Choi's.
Yes, I know.
Okay, so if this is not good, this is Roy Choi's
Choi's,
fault.
okay.
Check out his restaurant in
He's amazing.
Vegas, Best Friends, is out of this world. He's got a taco truck inside the MGM.
Oh my God.
With John Favreau, the best kimchi watermelon I've ever had, and the best Cuban sandwich outside of Florida.
Oh my God.
In the
I lived in
world.
Miami, and we used to have midnight sandwiches.
No, not that. Paper towel.
Yes.
I have a question. So
Shoot.
there's this great movie. I don't know if you've seen it. You must see it. It's with John Favreau and Roy Choi, and
Thank
it's
Chef.
called Chef.
Yes.
And it got me so involved. Roy Choi is the reason I started making dishes, and that movie I've seen 3 times. It is such a great movie, and it's a slice of life movie too. And it's about John Favreau's life. It's just incredible. And
It's
Roy
a good
Choi.
movie. The best movie John Favreau has ever made is called Made.
Yeah, I just heard about this today.
M-A-I-D or
M-A-D-E.
M-A-D-E.
It is with Vince Vaughn, and it is wild. I'm dying to try this soup, and it's going to be
So hot.
So hot.
I'm
yeah.
afraid.
But I'm excited. I'm going to take my soy and oh my God, this broth looks sick.
This is incredible.
Wow. Dude,
This is
Koreans have it made.
Oh my God.
It's so.
Can I tell you who I feel the worst for is North Koreans, because they don't get this food.
Yeah, I know.
I don't feel
agree
that
with
bad
you.
for him.
They just get the rice.
I was afraid that I looked like look at
This is so good.
very North Korean today. Like if
Yeah.
I button this, that's what I said to Heather when I came. I go, oh my God, you're so cute. You're so hot. I look like a North Korean general. Look. If you give me a gun,
You
would I-
don't.
No,
No.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah, no, it's you look like in the killing fields, the ones that murdered all the people.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Pol
that.
Pot.
Yeah.
How's the butter?
Oh, I haven't even had the butter yet.
Let me see.
So good.
I'm gonna try the tofu first.
Yum, yum.
This is ridiculous. So good.
This is so the best ever.
Right?
Ever.
The soup is, you don't call it soup, you call it,
The soup's better than everything. I'm putting the fish in the soup.
you know what? Me too. I have a question. What do you call it? You don't call it soup, you call it broth?
It's a chowder.
Chowder. That's the
Holy shit, the fish in the soup is outrageous.
I'm doing it.
This is so wild. We were sitting on a couch, me and you go, and you just go, you like flipped around and you go, you have a speech impediment. And I said, I do? You go,
Me? Who was I back
You
then?
go, I do too. And I go,
Yeah, you told me. I
do?
think I said, yeah.
And you go, yeah, say my name. And I said it. And I never noticed I had a speech impediment until that day.
Do you?
Watch I said it to you.
Yes.
Jillian.
Yeah.
Jillian.
He does.
Jillian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do
Looks like
too.
my
And my
nephew.
face, I was bit by a dog, so it didn't help. It made it even more
When
prominent.
were you bit by a dog?
I don't know. It was a few years ago.
Well, recently?
Well, maybe 10 years ago.
Okay. What kind of dog?
I had to get plastic surgery. You know, a little one. There, I was like, I was drunk, and I met these two women that were architects, a single mom, and I haven't dated in 10 years, haven't had sex in 10 years, and these two lesbians, they were a couple that had 3 kids, and I met them at Lake Arrowhead. We were staying in a hotel, and I just bonded with them. So they invite me over to their house. This is a true story. And so I go, and Rocco was 6, and all the kids were playing, and one of the kids had something, I forget the name of Williamsburg disease, whatever that is. And so they're all playing.
Google it.
Yeah, Williamsburg. And so
Is that where he just sells like...
he's in his own world, and he was so interesting. Like
it's not just turning into a hipster.
oh no, he was 6. So
He makes handcrafted boots
I go, there's like 2
and
dogs.
artisan coffee.
And then they locked my son in a closet and it had glass panes, and he punched a hole through it. And then I literally 2 minutes later, I was like, that's such a cute dog. She goes, don't go close to it. Top! And I was like, is it bad? And everyone's like, oh, yeah, you have to go right now to the hospital. So it split open. I hadn't really seen it. And then I was drugged up, right, at the hospital. And I took a picture of it, and then TMZ posted it. So I get all these messages, are you okay? And I'm like, how the fuck do you know that I got a dog bite? And yeah, but I had a plastic surgeon, and so my lisp is now worse because of the scar.
Really?
Watch. Bert Kreischer.
Let me see it.
Bert Kreischer.
It looks fine.
It looks fine.
What?
Yeah.
No.
Maybe you fixed it.
No, I didn't fix it. Maybe the dog bite fixed
Yeah,
it?
isn't that crazy? It's like when you remember
Maybe.
back in the day, if you had amnesia, they just had hit you on the head again.
Say yeah, and then you're back to normal.
It didn't work.
Say my name again.
Jillian.
Oh yeah, for sure. I see
Jillian.
it. Oh yeah, you see it. It's cute though.
And I remember going,
cute.
I was like, wait. And so I'd have my daughter Georgia do it. Georgia.
You know what's amazing? I helped you find out that you had a speech impediment, and then what was the other thing I did?
You were a huge part of my life. By the
Yeah.
way, I say
What was
this.
the other thing I did though? You said earlier that you
I got hurt, Bert, because of you.
Bert. That's right.
Oh
Watch
my
your balls.
gosh.
Yeah, I remember
He
we
did,
walked
though.
in.
He went to Pink
No,
Sheets.
I like
Remember
that.
Cindy? It was her.
Yeah.
Cher got a hold of that tape.
What?
Cher got a hold of that tape and was sending it to people.
Shut up.
So I go to a party at the House of Blues, and there's a bunch of playmates there, and they're like, hey, you're the Wax the Winker guy. And I go, I am. And they're like, oh my God. They play that at the place where we all get waxed. They play that on the TV on loop. And I went, shut up, no way. And they're like, yeah. And they're like, dude, you know who loves it? And I said, who? And they go, Cher. And I said, Cher, like Cher?
Right.
And they're like, yeah. I was like,
Happy.
yeah. I was like, no way. And Cher was sending it around to people. But yeah.
Well, it was great.
And then I went
It was
into-
epic.
I went in to pitch a TV show to Kevin O'Reilly. Kevin
O'Reilly.
or
Yeah,
whatever.
FX, head of FX at the time, right?
And he was like, we're like, here's the show. And he's like, do you remember when you got your ass waxed? I was like, yeah. He goes, I'll do that. And we're like,
Oh my God.
that's what we were going to pitch.
Okay.
Yeah. And so, yeah.
And
then
that's
we
how
did-
you ended up
we
swimming
did
with great white
Great
sharks?
white sharks, got mauled by a bull. I fought a bear. I was a dominatrix gimp for a day. It was
That freaks me
so
out.
ahead of itself because
Yeah.
it
was ready for internet. Too much for TV.
It was like 30-second clips, 1-minute clips. And then they were so fast and so tight, but FX didn't see an arc in them.
Yeah.
So they were like, there's no arc.
You don't need an arc. I want to see you swim with a great white. There's
Yeah.
the arc. Like that's unbelievable.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
Where'd you do it? Catalina Island?
Yeah, Catalina.
Oh my God.
Yeah, we
So many
got
seals
By the
there.
way, you guys want, we can go swimming with sharks.
I am not doing
No,
that.
thank you.
Come on.
No, what
Hold
kind?
on, hold on.
Lemon
Film
and
you.
blue.
No. Hold on. Soft pitch. I've got a show in Hawaii.
Do you
Okay?
really?
Yeah, in like
Where don't you
couple
go to
weeks. Couple weeks. I'm doing there's the best, listen, soft pitch. The best
What kind of
place, they're just good ones. They're like,
Like baby sharks. Not really.
The good ones. And look at the guy who did the show in Bahamas, and he's in an ankle water up to his knees.
do you remember that?
bit off his calf, and it was hanging. I saw bone. Yeah.
And it didn't look like
was
one of
a-
those
it
things
was-
you could like write off and go, it wasn't that bad.
Oh no, they had to pick him up, carry him out. Oh, it was brilliant. I mean, I liked watching it. What about the girl that got her a leg as mauled by a great white, and her friends are pulling on the pole? They were scientists in the middle of the ocean, and she heard snap, and it ate her whole leg.
Are you talking about the lady?
Yep.
Yes. Oh my God.
Yeah, she swam from the ship to the dinghy. Yes!
When they jump off those boats, those sharks show up in droves.
How about the guy that jumps in and he thinks he's with a bull, not a bull shark, like a whatever shark, a nice shark. And his friends are like, yeah, do it. And then they get a look at it and they're like, hey, Kevin, that's a great, and he was gonna say a great white, but he's like, I can't say it. They're like, hey, just come back to the boat. Because if I heard great white, I would.
This is it, okay? This is so great. It's off the coast. It's all out of the Haleiwa. You go in. Listen, trust me. I did it with the girls.
Your
Wait till you
girls?
see- I did it with my daughters. They're not that bad.
They're not,
they're-
it's a great white shark.
No, it's not a great white.
Oh.
It's like, I forget what they're called, but
tiger
they're not
shark.
great white. But they're like hundreds of them around.
Yeah. Sand shark?
It's so awesome. The day we did it with my girls were in the cage and a f***ing whale came up underneath them and then breached right by the boat, landed and took off, and we were like, my daughters were like, did you see that?
I'm terrified of the sea. I will never. When
Love
you
the
enter the ocean, you're on the menu.
So wait.
Roy Choi. When you enter the ocean, you're on the menu.
When you enter the ocean, you're on the menu.
It's so true though, right? Because you don't know what hovers beneath.
I was just explaining this to someone. I go, it's like when people go, don't go in the ocean, shark's gonna eat you. And you're like, yeah, but you miss all the fun that the ocean
I
is.
just saw
It's
it.
not fun.
It's awesome.
I just saw it. I don't never need to go in there personally myself.
Yeah, me too. It looks
So
great.
if you go to the beach, you don't get in the water?
I
don't go to the beach.
Yeah, last time I was there was a Disney cruise, which I said I'd never get on. I love Disney cruises. And I was sitting in, waist. But they will come up. Oh my God, there's a video of a shark and a alligator very close together. And I'm like, who's gonna go in the water anymore? It was in Mexico.
Do not go to Australia.
Oh, come on.
No.
Of course, the
Australia?
kangaroos will f you up.
No, Australia? We went to the beach in northern Australia, and the guy goes, hey, just be careful. Don't go to the beach at night. And I said, why? And he goes, the number one thing is people sit down on what they think is a log, and it's a crocodile.
For sake. I mean, I don't need to be, I'll never go to Australia because there's huntsman spiders, the crocodiles, right? The great whites, the kangaroos, they will put your dog in a headlock. I've
Yeah.
seen lots of those. I don't know why they want to drown dogs for some reason. And then the man comes up and he's like, you want to go? And then they start fighting each other.
You're naming your podcast because it should be called 101 Ways to Die. Right. Just every day focus on one way people die that is
Right.
insane, that is not the way you want to go out.
That great whites is, I would no.
I don't
Nar,
want to. I don't
nar.
want to do a long. I don't want to do a long disease to die.
Yeah.
I kind of want to I want to be
Quick,
attacked by something.
What?
I want to save someone's life.
Oh, like in a fire. You want to be a hero.
No fire. I don't want to do a fire. I'd be like if there was someone in the water and I,
A car accident or something.
and just jump in and
Get 'em.
then throw them out and then be like, I'm going back in, and then I turn and it just goes.
And then that's the end of Bert.
That's the end of me.
That's awesome.
That'd be a good
You
way
went
to
out with
go.
a bang.
Yeah.
I could not imagine going out that way. I just want to be sleeping.
Did you ever talk to Shannon Doherty towards the end?
I reached out to her and I didn't hear back. I didn't hear back from her. I did reach out. I felt so, and I'm sure she had so much on her plate at the time. When you hear that news, that's like, oh, that's it. There's no coming back. And you can't say to stage 4, like, oh, you should try this or that. No, that's the end of it. And when they hear that, like, oh, well, maybe if it's like off. And she was like that. Like,
Yeah.
you just have to be there for the person. You can't try to give them any false promises because it's stage 4 and you're going. That's to me the hardest thing, I think.
I couldn't stop giggling when you said that. She replied to my DM, and I never met her.
What did she say? What did you
What?
say?
I don't know.
She
I'll
replied
tell
to
ya.
you.
You know what? She's a bitch. She was
Rest
always
in peace.
bitchy.
You said that, and I was like, I don't know what.
I did 90210 with her too.
She doesn't remember.
She doesn't remember me.
Shannon, we all ran into a lot of the 90210 people randomly in life. Luke Perry would be with would see my wife once a week and talk about our dogs. We lived on the same street that he lived.
Was he in Tarzana at one point? I think he was. Have you ever been in Tarzana or no?
No, he was his family.
Oh, okay.
His family. Oh.
Rest in peace too.
Wait.
Another one. Isn't that crazy?
I guess you don't have Instagram anymore.
Well, I mean.
That's crazy. Did they take away your Instagram when you die?
Maybe someone pulled it out.
Yeah. I mean, that can happen.
Yo, keep mine up. And hey, post like I've faked my death.
Like that. And you would?
I got it. I got the best idea.
Okay.
Merch drop on the day I die.
What?
Yo, guys, if you're seeing this, I'm dead. I died. But my family's still here.
Guess what?
I'm selling these t-shirts.
That just happened.
To the girl?
That happened in real life.
Who?
Virginia Gilfrey.
Yeah.
Gilfrey. She's the one who outed Jeffrey Epstein, and she made a tape and said, "If I die, it's not by suicide." And she just died, and she was younger than me, 10 years younger, like 48 or something, with kids. She's like, "I love my kids too much to die."
Oh, you know what I'm gonna do? If I die, I'm gonna go, guys, if you're seeing this, my wife killed me. And then make Leanne defend that she didn't kill me. That would be so cool.
That'd be so mean.
But if you do a merch drop on the day you die,
A merch drop. That's
yeah,
what
yo,
no
it's a
one's gonna
shirt.
give
It's a shirt that just says like, it's like my hands praying, like looking up,
Here's to Bert.
and then go, hey, listen, I just need this money to make sure my daughters get through college. So buy my shirt. If you loved me,
Yeah.
If you love me,
And then
prove it.
That's
says
saying
rest-
that you're dying soon.
R.I.P. And on the back it says the year of your birth and then ...
Your girls
We
are
don't know.
still in college.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I keep thinking I won't see 55.
Oh, shut up.
I know, but I keep thinking that for some
Why?
reason. I don't know, because I think I'm gonna live forever.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna live
Stay
forever.
with that one. I am 63.
You're 63?
Dude,
I
yeah.
know, look how good she looks.
Did you not go in the sun when you were a kid?
I did up until 30.
Really?
Yeah,
And then you
I
stopped?
just stopped. Yeah.
Yeah. Me and Leanne we've spent all the time in the sun.
It's fun.
But you know,
Feels
as you
good.
get older, do you not feel that the sun is kind of gross? Like, I don't want to be out in the sun as much.
Well, you have to be for like 10 or 15 minutes, they
Yeah,
say.
that's what Dr. Drew says. You got to get your vitamin D.
Yeah.
I have to, 50,000 units of it. But yeah.
How do you measure that? You just go 1,000, 2,000, 3,000,
I go to 49.
51,000 units.
I take it in a pill. It's a pill they give you. You have to take
If I
it.
go into the sun now, the second I walk in, you see sunspots on me. They show up.
Yeah.
Right here, I have like 2
Really?
sunspots. I got them all over my forehead. It's
But you don't want skin cancer.
Yeah, exactly. Look at Teddy Mellencamp. with the
Right.
Skin cancer.
Crazy.
Teddy Mellencamp, she's a
John
Beverly Hills-
Cougar Mellencamp, whatever's
Yeah,
daughter.
Mellencamp's daughter. She's so young and beautiful. She had a skin cancer, and they ended up going in and in. They'll keep going until they get fresh, good meat, and they carved into her back, and now it's like a map of Zimbabwe with massive stitches, and then it went to her brain. No, she had to shave her head. They had to give her brain surgery. But
She's
apparently
gonna
she's
die.
doing really well. Apparently she's doing better, so God
Okay.
bless. What nationality are you? Like ethnicity?
I feel like what just happened is
5 years out.
no. I feel like I'm talking to myself in a mirror. I do that constantly. We're like, they cut her up and then they almost died. Anyway, what nationality?
Well, because
are
I
you?
was going to ask you that about the sun things, and then we moved on
Irish,
to Teddy.
German.
Irish, German, Kreischer, of course.
Yeah.
Irish, German.
Yeah. I don't know. I've been checked a couple times.
You have to.
Dr. Pimple Popper came over.
Oh, Sandra Lee, I love.
Like that.
I thought I had something on my leg that I thought was skin cancer.
And
I was
she's like, "It's
and she goes,
wisdom."
What?
Wisdom spots. Wisdom.
yeah.
I got the same shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, thank you.
It's a wisdom spot.
I've never heard of that.
It's called old age.
It's called old age, yeah.
wisdom- oh, that's
I
a nice-
cut mine off with a knife.
Shut up.
I did. I just
Good
took a
for
knife.
you.
I was like, F this, I'm not old
Yeah, and
yet.
get mine too.
What did it look? Is it just?
It's like a piece of raised skin, and
Okay,
it's just
it's
like
dark.
rough.
Is it
It's
color or
dark.
no?
Yeah, and you go, oh, this could be. Is it like a
That's
weird
interesting.
edges? Is it blah, blah, blah?
And then I was like, if I'm gonna get cancer, it's not gonna be on my leg.
Right?
No, if you get a boil and she comes over, I'm coming because
Oh.
I'm obsessed with that. Doctor, yeah, when it's like they give the injections and then they cut open the top and I love that.
comes up.
I want
and
a
my sister.
dilated pore.
Oh yes, a dilated. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, I would purposely create a dilated pore on me to get her to remove it.
Do you want her to? This is my thing. Do you want her to pop the sack? Do you want her to cut all the way around and then bring it out as one piece?
No. I want her to pull it. I want it to be hard.
Okay.
I want it to be. I want you to see it on the top,
You need
and
it
I
for
want
a
her to
little-
pull it,
And then it
pull
shoots.
and then it just slowly goes.
Oh.
When I watch them,
That was almost like
I
you farted.
I hold my breath. And I go like this. I go,
The way you did that.
Oh, so you like it?
oh, I fucking love it.
I love that.
I love
My daughter will walk in and see the tea and she'll just be like, oh, because she sees like a big wart or a boil, especially when they have them on the backside. In India, there are a lot of men that get them on the backside, and
She has a lot of information.
Yeah.
By the way, this is something I'm going to say at a party to an Indian person.
Ask them if
and
they
I'm going to
have.
casually go,
Do you
hey,
have-
so wait, you're Indian. Do you have a wart on your ass? And they'll be like, what? I go, it's very popular in your country. And they'll be like, says who? I go, Jillian Barberie. Watch the way I say Jillian.
It's so cute.
I was having lunch with her and Heather Locklear the other day. Heather and I both have wisdom spots. Anyway, we did not make out with a 75-year-old, if that's what you heard. God. So wait, when are you starting your podcast?
May.
So I've been told that we're having a photo shoot on Sunday
We are.
in my bed.
Yes, in her bed.
OnlyFans. You'll break the internet. P, did you get an AI?
Oh my God, it's an AI of, what do you, I don't understand. Do you say Heather Locklear AI cop uniform? I don't understand. Why not just get the real TJ Hooker one?
I think this might be from TJ Hooker.
Oh, it probably, you'll know. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that is.
Is this from TJ Hooker, Pete?
Oh no, let's
Tell me with your good eye what it looks
Okay.
like.
with a good eye. Could I?
Wow.
Oh, geez.
Oh, I can do better than that. That is not flattering.
Okay. Well, I think it.
I got some shit at home I'll do.
Yeah. Oh, she sure does.
Yeah, let me just get rid of this save.
Let me get rid of
Save forward to Rogan.
Yeah, that is not good.
for all the boys.
God, yeah,
I'll send you one.
Yeah, she's got some real good stuff.
guys, this is a great episode. I want to thank you so much for coming. This has been
So
a dream
much fun.
episode. I have.
Thank you.
Oh my God, this has been a dream. For
I've
me.
said
But
it-
I have an issue. Do you have to-go boxes?
Yeah, she
That's the only time this has ever been said on this show.
eats like
Promise.
a bird.
No,
eat
but
like
I
a
love
fucking
this so
truffle.
much.
The soup is so good.
Is this? You don't have anything, do you? You do. Okay, good. Thank you.
yeah, yeah.
Oh, because that soup would.
It has been.
Oh, not that one. I just want my own.
Oh,
We can send you on with all of it.
I would like just for my daughter, so I can say I
We're
meant
like,
it.
yes.
I won't say it. I'll say Bert.
No. Tell me about it.
Yeah, no,
tell
she'll
me.
know. I'm lying. Trust me.
Are your boobs done now? Are you getting anything?
No, they're mine. They're from my gut. I mean, I'd show you. I don't have nipples or anything. Yeah, I'm like a Barbie doll.
You don't have nipples?
No, they're in a landfill. What do you mean?
No, I don't know. Can't they just create them?
Yes, they can.
I don't want them.
Yeah,
For what? I'm not dating anybody.
But
Have
maybe
you
a
shown
week.
your boobs to anybody?
Everybody who asks. Dr. Drew came over and I was like,
Well,
"Look."
Dr. Drew's a doctor. Wait, what are you doing?
I am stopping her and you.
Wait,
Oh yeah. She does actually. Yes, that's true. She's very good for me. Yeah, I would.
I'm just like,
This is what a deep flap is. No,
They
she's
look
right.
like this.
That's
Or
the kind of friend she
sometimes
is.
she likes it like
That's how she is. That's why I love her as a friend.
Oh,
Because
yeah,
I don't have
yeah.
those boundaries. But it's a deep flat, so it's like it's like the map to Zimbabwe.
It's very pretty. We don't need to see the non-nips.
Yeah, the non-nips. It's like Barbie doll. But
OnlyFans is going to be huge.
Right? Oh, you know it'll be like,
people will be like, people
they will
want
love that.
deformities. Like they want freak shows. Like, hey, this chick has no nips. Where do we find her? No nips Barberie.
Oh, I know a girl with no nipples.
Me? Who?
No, I know a girl, and I got a picture of me with her.
Who?
She got no boobs though. She had a mastectomy.
Oh yeah. And
it's
Tig.
just-
Tig Notaro.
Tig. Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
didn't see Tig's, but yeah,
Oh.
Tig got it.
Yeah.
And then I knew a girl.
She just went flat, and then some girls get totally tatted up, and they're flat, and they're out playing frisbee in Central Park, and I'm like, ooh, that's weird. Like I still mentally think I had boobs, and I'm playing frisbee with somebody.
I wouldn't mind getting extra nipples, like 4, like just down here.
So you could suckle on,
So-
like just like a
yeah.
cat, just little nipples down the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd lay on my side, and people would come up next to me in a park.
Suckling.
Yeah. Mark Wahlberg has 2 nipples, 3 nipples.
Does he really?
He has an extra nipple.
I've heard that some people have that.
Yeah.
Heather's got 6.
Really?
but they're down here.
It's weird. Down there.
All right, we have to wrap this
Yeah.
up.
Thank you
I've
so much.
Listen. I will tell you, it is so Nice to see you.
You too.
It is so nice to see you. You are, like I said, when you have your first TV show, as all of us know,
Yep.
that is like the most important one to you. It is where you have that first sense of family and everything,
Yep.
and to reconnect with you. I have so many memories of you that are always going to be imprinted in my brain.
That's just so
And they're all
cool.
so kind, and I love you to death.
Well, the X show really lightened up when you came along, I'll tell you that. It got louder, it got funnier, it got brighter. It was just so cool, so.
Well, I have all the tapes. I'm going to put them online. And I'll tell you the two greatest DMs I've ever gotten in my life.
Shannon Doherty.
One for The Rock. And one from Heather Locklear.
Aw,
Well, I mean,
thank
this
you.
room was here when I got a DM from you. I was like, I did one of these and went,
Just
got a DM. I'm like, I mean, I bring it up every time. Anytime there's a guy like me who grew up with you in their life, I bring it up to all of them, and every single one's like, shut the
Even women, because all my friends are in Canada, we watched her growing up. And I was at her house one day and I was just FaceTiming with my friends, and they're all like acting like giddy 13, 15-year-old girls. And then they're like, that's Heather's house. I'm like, yeah. And then she pops in, why do you want me to say hi? And then she leaves and they're like, oh, And
Well, she's not supposed to be normal. You're supposed to be so f***ed up. You have no idea.
And also so unattainable, but she's so funny and she's so
Approachable.
yes.
It's
approachable.
crazy
Yeah.
what a regular person she is.
I know,
I'm like,
it's so boring.
no, it's not.
It's the best,
Yeah.
right? It's because in our heads, we're like, that's because she's a superstar. I always tell her that. So when I come over, sometimes if we're in our sweats, it's whatever. But then I come over and I'm like, oh, you're Heather Locklear. Because it's the Heather Locklear that you know what I mean?
Yeah, if I'm in the
100%.
shower.
Well, yeah, like put together and I'm like, yeah.
No, this has been
incredible.
a dream.
Thank you.
It's been
This
a
has
dream
been
episode.
so good.
Thank you guys
Thank
so
you for
much.
cooking this.
I bet I'm not really going to get any.
You definitely will.
Really?
You definitely will. Stacy, let's make that happen.
Stacey,
All right,
please.
great episode,
Thank
everybody.
you so much. Thank you
Bert.
guys
That was
so
fucking
much.
awesome.
Thank you.
That was awesome.
So fun.
Something's burning.
This episode was brought to you by The Machine.